Hey there, I'm your host Ellie, and wow, it's been a while, hasn't it? I've been heads down, buried in research, but trust me, I wouldn't have been so quiet if I didn't have something huge to share. Today, we've got a bombshell that's going to ripple through the entire tech and finance world. Stripe has just launched its own Layer 1 blockchain. Can you believe it? It's called Tempo, and you can find it at tempo.xyz. Now, this isn't just a small side project. This is a massive strategic play from a payments giant, and it's a big deal. Why does it matter? It matters because Stripe is tackling the single biggest roadblock to mainstream crypto adoption, making stablecoin payments work for real businesses. They're not just building a new toy, they're building the foundational rails for the future of money. Stripe has designed this from the ground up to solve the problems that other chains can't. Whispers were talking about speed, cost, and predictability. They're building a system where a business can handle thousands of transactions a second without a single hiccup, and the fees are always low and stable. Think about it this way. For crypto to truly go mainstream, it needs to be as boring and reliable as a credit card payment. And that's what Stripe is trying to achieve. They are obsessed with a single, clear goal: to make stablecoin payments so easy and efficient that companies and consumers will use them without even thinking about the underlying blockchain. This isn't just a new chain. It's a direct challenge to the old way of doing things. Stripe is betting that the future of payments runs on a purpose-built blockchain, and they are putting their money and their reputation on it. Now, for those of you who might be wondering, who is this Stripe company anyway? Suspicious tone. Besides the fact that they just built their own blockchain, well, they're kind of a big deal. Stripe is a global financial services and software company, dual headquartered in San Francisco and Dublin. Founded by two Irish brothers, Patrick and John Collison, Stripe's mission is to, quote, increase the GDP of the internet. They provide the payment processing software and APIs that power businesses of all sizes, from small startups to massive corporations like Amazon, Google, and Shopify. Essentially, they're the invisible infrastructure that lets you buy things online, handle subscriptions, and manage business finances globally. In 2024, they processed over $1.4 trillion in payments. Amazed tone. That's a truly mind-boggling amount of money. They're not just a payment gateway. They are the entire financial nervous system for a huge chunk of the online economy. Okay, let's put this in perspective. For so long, people have talked about Bitcoin as the future of money. Thoughtful tone. And it is a revolutionary technology, no doubt. But it's also famous for its volatility. You'll hear about Bitcoin's peaks and valleys all the time. Just a few months ago, Bitcoin hit a new all-time high of over $118,000. I mean, can you believe that? Over $100,000 for a single Bitcoin. But then, just a week later, it could be down by 20% or more. This kind of wild price swing is why it's so hard for a business to use Bitcoin for everyday transactions. Imagine a coffee shop owner accepting Bitcoin for a latte. If the price drops 15% by the end of the day, they just lost money on every single coffee they sold. That's why Stripe is focusing on stablecoins, which are designed to hold a steady value, usually pegged to the US dollar. Tempo is built to be a fast, stable, and boringly reliable payments network, the exact opposite of Bitcoin's price roller coaster. All right, that's the story. Pretty wild, right? Thanks for tuning in, for staying curious, and for exploring this wild tech landscape with me. Until next time, keep asking questions, keep challenging the hype, and most importantly, keep your curiosity alive. I'll see you in the next one.